All right, we'll give it a few and let people join in. I know everybody got used to me going live at 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm here with AV News Crew. Matt is here with me.
What up, folks? Come on in.
And we will give it a few. I know there's a few other live streams going right now, so it might take people a little bit of time to get here. It will jump over like this. Purple Nights. Yeah, so we have some information. We got some breaking information that we're going to share with all you guys. Like I said, let's give it a few, let people join in. And while we're doing that, let's go ahead and let this play. Get it. All right, guys. So you can see the title of the video, over 900 kids that are missing in the foster system
in Los
Angeles. And that is confirmed.
And we're also going to discuss Kern County cases.
Try to get a little bit closer if you can, just a little bit.
Hell no, I got a loud voice. Y'all hear me?
Can you guys hear this guy? Amazing Ace. Hello. Stacy. Female Love. Mountain Mama. Oni. Scotty. Robert's Girl. Hey, you guys, make sure you hit that thumbs up when you guys come in, please, and let everybody know that we are live. We have a chart that we're going to go over from Kern County as well. Yeah, over 900 kids missing
in LA,
in Los Angeles.
And those are missing kids from Dcfs, foster homes, adoptive,
Right.
And no, we don't know how many are runaways, but you guarantee part of them are going to be.
Yep. So how many do you think are runaways? It doesn't say.
It doesn't show for LA how many are runaways, but you're guaranteed there's going to be quite a few that are runaways, because especially the older ones, the older foster children, they do take off from foster homes quite often. Yeah. You'll out here in the Antelope Valley, you'll hear over the scanner, you'll hear foster child runaway. But 900 in Los Angeles County, that is a lot of missing children from the foster system.
That's a lot.
It don't matter how many are actually runaways, how many have been kidnapped. You just don't know, because they won't release that information on the percentile. But I'm hoping to get some more information in regards to it. I did message somebody that can usually get a lot of information.
Right. Yeah, that's a lot of kids that are coming up missing from DCFS. A lot. Let's go over some numbers, and then I'll get into a little bit of what happened today. I'm sure you guys seen my community post, and we will get into that a little bit later after this. But this chart is the Child Welfare Service chart from December of 2020. If you want to do the emergency response. This is all through DCFS, right?
Yes.
All right, so their emergency response through DCFS.
Through the hospital. The ER. For December was 781. Out of the 781 referrals for the hospital
investigation,
there was actually 471 that were turned into actual investigations, and 310 were evaluated out. But then you go down to the next one down, and those are the actual.
The green one?
No, right here, the yellow.
Oh, the yellow?
You go,
okay.
You got the emergency response of children that it was called in, not for the ER. The first 1,257 were call-ins. That was for just, December. But if we go over, okay, for the fiscal year 2020 to 2021.
You know what, guys? What I'm gonna do is we're gonna post this on the community post if you guys want to.
There are some serious numbers there.
Yeah, if you guys want to take a look at this, we're gonna post it on the community post after this video. V Team Paranormal. Thank you. I appreciate that super chat. And I'm gonna go ahead and pin your comment up. That way everyone can see it.
For 2020 to 2021, the ER referrals.
Well, I'm sorry that you went through that, VT.
Think about this. The ER referrals that were received for 2020, from January to December, for the emergency room only.
Hey, guys.
6,610.
Hey, guys, let's show V Team some love. Over here, you are welcomed. Over here, V Team. You see what V Team wrote?
Yes.
It's one big family over here, V Team. So let's show V Team some love. Let her know that she is not alone and we got your back. Over here in United We Stand, one big family.
So y'all know the numbers that we're talking about are actually Kern County. Okay. So you figure 6,610 for the year was the ERs. Okay. And then you add the call-in referrals onto that, which is another 10,466.
10,000?
Yes. Were the call-in referrals.
Mm-hmm.
You're
still in the yellow?
Yeah. I mean, the numbers are huge.
Yeah.
And then it goes down and it shows how many were placed into placement. And,
is Jameson, what is that?
It's a location for children and so forth.
Oh, okay.
But, it's insanity. The numbers.
Yeah, these numbers are way up there.
What out of the 6,610, 4,251 of those cases were actually sent over for investigation, which means they opened a case on those families.
Jeez.
So that's 4,251 cases in 1 year. Okay. But that's just from the emergency room. Okay. And then you go and you add on another 10,466. And out of those, there were 6,326 more cases added on into investigations. So you're now what? 10,000 cases. Okay. And it goes on and on and on.
Jeez. Does it show how many were adopted out?
And it goes, here's your breakdown by age. The breakdown by age is,
is it the yellow one? Green one?
Green. That's your breakdown by ages, but that's not all the cases. That's ones that were actually in protective custody.
Does it show how many were adopted out? Or?
The largest number of kids that were taken into custody were between the ages of 0 and 5 years old.
That's what they like to go after, huh?
And
young kids, take them out of the home when they're young, right?
Yeah, and it shows how many families were receiving maintenance, number of children in out-of-home placement. The number of children in out-of-home placement in Kern County for 2020 was 14,158 kids.
14,000?
In out-of-home placements.
Wow, you guys can hear Matt, right? Press 1 if you guys can hear Matt.
And out of those, from the new cases in 2020, out of those, 7,000 of those were permanent placement. 7,000 permanent placement. Okay. But remember, not to bring it up, but I do want to bring it up. During, I think it was the last live, where he stated that you needed to get rid of all foster parents. Folks, right. I'm going to touch on that one. I'm a foster parent, and the fact that somebody could even think that would be the wisest thing to do would be get rid of all foster parents. That is the worst thing you can do, because the amount of children that would die in the first month after closing all the foster homes down and giving them back to all the families would be outrageous. I mean, trust me, I know not all foster families are good. For people that want to see what some of the foster families actually are, you can go to AV College or you can go to Santa Clarita, and they have foster parenting classes where you do not have to be a foster parent to attend them. Mm-hmm. You can attend them just to get the experience to be able to handle children.
Hey, thank you, Nan. I appreciate that. Thank you.
And when you go in there and you walk in the door, mm-hmm. and you see about 75% of the people that are in there are all dressed in Michael Kors and Coach and Prada and all that, and Steve Madden.
Really?
You know they're in it for the money.
Oh, hell yeah.
You see, how do I dress?
Right.
Dude.
Hey, Matt and Apple, they are very good people, man. And there are a lot of kids that, like we had Gabriel out here, right? Little Gabriel.
Oh, dude, you just gave me chills.
Look, check this out, guys.
Gabriel, Noah. It goes
Noah,
on and on.
The list goes on and on. But Gabriel should have been removed from those dirtbag parents that he had. But they kept him there.
Every one of those children should have been removed.
Every one of them.
Before
right.
They were killed by their so-called parents.
By their so-called parents. Did you guys see that story on Netflix? Gabriel's story's on there.
Yeah.
On Netflix.
Yeah. One
of the saddest stories you guys are ever gonna watch on Netflix.
Man. Dude,
they tortured him. Security guards seen him with cigarette burns on him and everything else like that.
And the mother allowed.
Yeah.
The mother actually, oh my God. Gabriel was the one from
right here, Palmdale.
Here. And then we had
Noah.
Not Noah.
Anthony. Yeah.
Anthony Avalos.
Yeah.
And we had Noah. And these are just ones we know about. Okay, folks.
Yeah.
But I knew a guy
man.
years ago, okay, that he used to work at 7-Eleven. I'm talking years ago. Like 25 years ago, he used to work at 7-Eleven on Palmdale Boulevard. And his child was taken from them because they had a issue with drugs. Well, the second or third day that child was at the foster home, the child wound up with a broken leg and a broken arm because they put like I think he was 13-month-old or something like that. They put him on a horse to ride.
Really?
Yeah. And he fell off. Well, that's what they said. All the children were eventually taken out of that place and it was shut down, thank God. But, oh, hey. Allegedly they beat Gabriel's mom's ass. No, basically almost every mother from the Antelope Valley that has been arrested for, the death of their children, they have gotten to them in jail.
Oh, that wasn't allegedly. They did.
Yeah, no. Yeah.
They did whoop her ass.
No, and
him too.
Anthony Avalos, the dad.
Yeah.
The stepdaddy.
Mm-hmm. Rashawn was.
I forget what his name was, but supposedly they slit his throat. But then we heard that it was possible. Tried to commit suicide too. Right. But you don't know which one actually happened,
Yeah.
Because you know, when we went to court, I actually have video or photos of him with a shot caller.
Who? From Gabriel's stepdad or Anthony?
Anthony.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Wow.
And because I was at the courthouse. And they were not happy to see me because I put basically the whole family on camera. You know,
right.
I'm sorry, folks. I'm for the kids. You
That's
know,
right.
All right. There's a lot of stuff that people don't understand with DCFS. DCFS, their job is supposed to. Okay. No, I don't need to hear.
Well, that way you know if you're talking loud enough.
Heart death here.
Well, go ahead. That way you can see what everybody else is saying.
Anyways, with DCFS, what you got there is their job is to protect the children. Does that always happen? No, it doesn't. Okay. You do have children, I'm going to say daily, that slip through the system. And I can say that because I've seen it. I've been a foster parent for 15 years. You know, and yeah, well, hey, the foster parents aren't the only ones that need to have the mental health test.
A lot of them, there's that do.
I've seen it. I've dealt with it. I've dealt with some of these counselors that the children are sent to. That yes, I was thrown out of one place because I told the counselor that she needed help herself, that there was something definitely wrong with her. And they did wind up transferring that counselor to another location or out of there completely because, there was something wrong. And just like in every business, just like with law enforcement, DCFS, the music industry, I don't care what industry you're in. There's good and there's bad.
Right.
And when it gets really bad in DCFS, I mean,
thank you, Brittany.
Sometimes children do fall through the system. Files do get put on the side. Sometimes there will be a worker that this is. I'm not going to mention no names or anything like that. You can ask me till I'm blue in the face. But there was a worker that wound up having brain cancer, and he was forgetting a lot of stuff. And he wound up out of work because of his brain cancer, but all his files wound up upside down. And yeah, where was the supervisor? That's where it comes down to. Some of the supervisors, well, all of them, they have their hands full. I mean, when every business, there's people that don't do their job. There's people that even though they're in that job, they shouldn't be in that job. They go in it for the money. If you're going to go into a business like this for children, you need to go in it because you're in it for the children. You're in it to help the children, in it just for the money.
Beauty said in my state they have shock therapy homes.
They used to have that in California.
What state is that in?
They used to have that in California.
What state are you in, Beauty?
Brandeis Institute in Camarillo State Hospital.
Yeah, they shut Camarillo State Hospital down, right?
And Brandeis Institute, which
electric shocks, really?
Yes,
for children.
For all.
Oh, that's
ages.
Insane.
Yeah, this one. That one right where it did go, right there. That's recent.
Chrissy.
That's recent.
3 babies dead, East LA, mother in custody. What's that? What the
killed all 3?
She did? Oh my God.
And I mean, with the way, I mean, it's truly sad with what's going on because, okay, the children's services okay, due to the pandemic. Think about it. The pandemic's been how long now?
This happened in Reseda? This happened in Reseda?
I think so. The pandemic's been going how long now? What, over a year?
Yeah, over a year.
Over a year.
The pandemic has been over a year.
So check this out. Basically,
pandemic, I mean.
There hasn't been in-home inspections or interviews and so forth like that with a large amount of homes.
Yo, what is going on with people?
You know, because of the pandemic, you know, because but if you think about it, they're going from one home to the next home to the next home to the next home. And not only, this is what a lot of people don't know about DCFS also.
Yo, there is something seriously.
This one?
Yeah. Listen, for those of you guys who don't know, I just found out about this as well. Reseda, California, out here in Los Angeles, 3 young children were found stabbed to death Saturday morning in Reseda apartment.
Yes.
Authorities said prompting a search that resulted in their mother's arrest in Central California. So she just killed her kids, stabbed them to death, and left them there. Wow. Go ahead. Grab me a soda. Yeah, grab me a soda if you can. Yeah. Hey, so listen, evil is running rampant, guys. It's like the gates of hell has opened up, and these people, these so-called parents, are killing their babies. Or we got DCFS that are getting rid of these kids somehow, adopting them out really quick. You know, like up there in what happened in California City with our boys, right? Adopting them out, getting them here, push them out. Look, I know for a fact, I have friends that are in the foster parenting and stuff like that. If they don't have the right up, let's just say they got a 2-bedroom, right? Some of these foster workers will see that there's no room to put another kid in there. So they'll tell them, hey, look, just go get a sleeping bag or a mattress or throw it over there on the floor. It's like a temporary housing thing, but that temporary housing thing turns into a long-term housing thing. It's so many kids they're trying to push out there. Here, let's put them out there.
You know, here's the thing. If you think you could if you think you will be a good foster parent, if you're a good person.
Oh my God.
Apply, become a foster parent. Because you know what? Every kid in this world, every kid, I don't care, race, creed, color, whatever. I don't care if they have no limbs, you know?
Sorry about that.
They need a shot at life.
Absolutely.
You know?
But with the right parents, like you.
Yes.
Like you, good. You and Apple, heck yeah. But we got some people like, the West.
I know a lot of really good foster parents. I really do. I know a lot of them that are really good. But it's at the point literally where, you have to get licensed actually through the state now to be a foster parent. They are cracking down on it. But what that means also, folks, what a lot of people don't know is since they're cracking down on it, that means we have less foster parents because foster parents are losing their licensing now.
Right.
And when they come into your home, depending on the size of the bedroom, okay, you can be licensed for up to 4 kids in one room. 1 bedroom.
You could say it again. I'm sorry.
You can be licensed for up to 4 children in one
room.
One
bedroom.
In 1 bedroom because
that's what I was just talking about.
You could have 2 sets of bunk beds.
Oh, gotcha. So they're just pushing them up in 1 bedroom.
There's really no choice right now.
Hey, listen, I'm stuck reading this story about those 3 little kids. Listen to this. Their ages. A 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a 6-month-old baby. Okay? This person murdered her 3-year-old, 2-year-old, and his 6-month-old baby. And LAPD, they are turning to the public for help, locating a person of interest. Female, Hispanic, 30 years old, last name Carrillo. So they haven't caught her yet? This is a new one.
No, I think they got her. She's supposed to be in custody.
So is that the same person they're looking for? Am I reading this right?
I don't know.
Hey, guys.
She's a person of interest, but I don't know if she's been caught. We
need to do a lot of serious praying or something, because that devil's out there running rampant, guys, and he's taking the kids. Do you see this?
Oh, dude.
Over 900 children in Los Angeles. I wonder how we could get the numbers for Bakersfield. How many kids are missing from Dcfs in Bakersfield?
That's going to be another story. We'll have to see if we can get that, because that's a whole different can of worms also. You know, but so you all know also, folks, I'm going to say it on this one just like I did on my live streams. Okay, I contacted California City Police Department this week. Actually, you were there. And I asked them about going on to the property to clean it up.
Oh, yeah, you sure did.
We were told, do not, or you will get trespassing. We were also told, don't even put the candles where?
On the wall.
The front wall.
The front wall.
So, don't go on
the property. They
don't
want no one at that house in California City. You cannot go on the wall. You can't put nothing out there. You can't clean up the yard. You can't do nothing, or they will arrest you for trespass.
But what we are going to do, folks, is we did it once already. We're going to do it again. We got to get all the truck clubs and car clubs and everybody together again, right along with all the motorcycle clubs. And we're going to do a ride to Cal City with a prayer. We're going to go out and hold a prayer in Cal City. And I'm going to try and do it to where we can do it earlier, so we can actually go to Cal City and then go from Cal City to Bakersfield.
What does this mean that Paula wrote? Like, I'm trying to understand what this means. So a depression would drive a person to kill their babies? Well, but let's look at what's really laying deep within, though. I've been depressed. I'm sure every one of you guys been depressed. That don't mean you're going to go crazy and start killing kids. And I do agree with you. We do have to help each other.
And Rose, no, I do not believe that they are living at that home. That home does not look like it's been touched.
How can somebody not understand? Look, those are my babies, and this is murder. I'm not going to.
You know, one thing the government really did that screwed up California.
I'm going to look that up.
I'll tell you.
Postpartum.
They basically got rid of most of the mental institutions. There's very, very few of them, and they don't deal with the major crime anymore with the mentally ill.
Really?
I'm going to show you something. I can't post this, but this is today. Okay. Hey, this is today.
I'm going to look that up
on Avenue J.
Okay.
Okay.
What in the freak am I looking at?
You know what you're looking at.
Wait a minute. Go back again. Let me see that again. What's going on there?
That was on Avenue J in Trevor.
Is that somebody carrying a body?
No, she was completely nude.
Who's that in the sheet?
She just had the sheet on her head for.
It looks like two people.
A head. No,
all I see is ass and a sheet.
She's got it tied around her head.
Who does that?
Okay, and then
where's that?
It's sad because you know that's
you took a picture of that,
dude. Yes, I did, because I called it in too. And you want to know what happened?
Yeah.
You want to know what happened? Because we have no mental institutions. We have no place to
They shut everything down. Yeah.
They went, they spoke with her, and they were gone.
Left her naked.
What are they going to do?
Wow.
Where are you going to take her? Jail?
No, at least try to give them some clothes or something.
Jesus. You saw what they voted 4-1 this week before, also, didn't you?
What about the homeless?
No.
What?
Oh, hell no.
What?
Shutting down Men's Central Jail.
Oh, yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah. How good is that going to do our communities? It's not.
Okay, I'm gonna look this up. I want to do a little.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
Right here.
Where?
That's one you can bring up right now.
Okay, hold on. We have.
She goes.
So look,
Leanne
this is
Klein.
what I'm gonna do, guys. In a few minutes. Thank you guys for all being here. By the way, please hit that thumbs up if you can. And like always, you're gonna have the opportunity to call in. Just let me look this up real quick. But you guys will have the opportunity to call in.
And Leanne
Wait a minute.
Klein, you are 100% right. It is heartbreaking. It's truly heartbreaking. Okay. It's so heartbreaking dealing with people with mental issues, because a lot of times it's not their fault.
Hold on, guys, real quick. All right, go ahead.
You know why?
Hold on. Yeah, go ahead.
That's okay. They can hear this. The only reason they're trying to get in is because we're number one.
Hey, listen. So right now on the screen, we had it pop up twice on the screen that somebody was actually trying to interrupt this live feed.
Well,
but I have this program now that's in this laptop. I had a friend of mine bring it over and install it, so it's not going to do what it did before to us, where it kicked us off the live. It's not going to happen.
that right there.
Which one?
Right there. That would not be a good thing. As far as shutting down DCFS, if you shut down DCFS, every town would have to have their own coroner, I'm going to say within 30 to 60 days. All right. Whew. I know a lot of people don't know how DCFS started, but did you ever watch it, The Orphan Train?
Yeah. Yeah, I did watch that.
And what did you think?
Yeah, no.
The Orphan Train, okay, it's a documentary, folks. I suggest everybody watch that, and then you might understand more about DCFS, about how it actually started. DCFS really started back east, okay?
Right.
And what it was when people would, illegals would come over, the parents would get sent back, and the healthy children would be kept here. And basically, they would take them to different towns on the orphan train. And they would literally take them out and sell them to the highest bidders across the United States.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, you guys got to check out that. Oh, you know what? I'm glad you're talking about that. I actually wanted to show you guys a video that I came across the other day. I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe what I was watching. And it's here on YouTube. It has 2 different warnings that you have to go through before you actually watch it. We're going to watch this real quick. I'm going to pull it up. I don't even know. I don't understand how YouTube even has it on here.
Well, you better be careful if it's got.
Oh, it's been on there.
No,
It's been on there for like
but
5
if
years.
It's got double warnings. You better be careful putting it on yours, because.
Well, I'm giving you
bypassing.
guys triple, quadruple warnings.
Yeah, because you're bypassing their warnings.
Hold on, guys.
I would just put up the link so you don't wind up getting booted.
Shoot it and boot it. Shoot it and boot it. All right, you guys there, right? You guys can hear us? You guys can still hear us, right?
Yeah, you do that. I'm going to do this.
The name of that program that you were talking about right now on YouTube, what's it called again? The train?
Oh, the Orphan Train. It's
Orphan Train documentary here on YouTube.
Okay.
And I just got done reading on that depression postpartum. I guess they call it baby blues. I'm going to, do a lot more reading.
That's an old story, by the way.
Over that. What's that?
the mother of the 3 in Reseda.
No.
Yeah, shows April 19th.
Well, which one are you guys talking about? That just happened the other day.
There's let me find it. There's another one. It's not that one.
So there's another one with 3 kids?
The mother's being prosecuted for that one right now.
Oh my God. So there's another one with 3 kids.
Yeah.
All right, guys, look, this video I'm about to pull up, I'm giving you guys another warning. I did not think that this was real, but then I started looking into it more and I started really watching this video and I'm like, what the freak? How are they allowing that, to take place? Give me 1 second. Let me see here. 1 second, guys. I'm going to pull it up. Then I'm going to share the screen.
Yeah, that is.
What was it called? Manor.
They just brought it up. You know why?
They just brought it up. All right, hold on, guys.
Oh, here's why.
I am going to look it up, and then I'm going to share the screen. This that you guys are about to watch is insane. If you guys have ever heard of this place, right? Sometimes I get into like the haunted house thing and I just look up different things like that on YouTube. And all of a sudden, this one popped up called the McCamey Manor. Have you guys heard of that? Have you heard of the McCamey Manor? I'll give you guys a second. That way I can see what you guys say.
Around something that was scary. How about that man right there?
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Oh, Charles.
No.
Okay, so you guys haven't heard of it? We have some people that have. Okay, I'm going to share the screen. We're going to take a look at the first video that pops up. And oh my God, horrible. I don't understand. This, okay, so the one that you're looking at, it should be there on the screen. Hold on. Let me turn this off. There it is. Okay. You guys see that top one right here? I got to about right here. I started skipping through a lot of it. And I'm like, what in the freak is going on here? There's people that are actually enjoying this crap. Let's take a look at it real quick. You guys let me know what you think about this. There is one warning.
Okay. You all agree to these warnings, correct?
Okay, hold on. We're going to rewind towards the beginning. Right before they sign this form.
Just sign it.
These people are actually signing a form to allow them to do what they're going to do to them. And it's sickening. All right, you guys ready?
You want to be here. Sign it. How old are you?
I need a pen.
How old are you?
Okay, hold
you
on.
You better learn some manners.
Let him read. Let him read.
You need to learn some manners.
Yes, sir. I need a pen, sir.
Yeah, it's coming.
Okay.
Hurry up.
This is not acting. They literally.
It says I can physically abuse you. And that's what I'm going to do as soon as you sign that.
The people.
What's your name?
Hurry up. Come on, let's go. Sign it.
They started torturing them
reading it?
before they even signed the waiver form.
Participants fully understand that
Huh?
Misdemeanor
Let her
is
read.
extremely physical, and the participants may very well leave Bikini Manor with
Hang on.
bugs, bruises, cuts, or other
You're gonna
possible
read
injuries,
next.
including possible broken bones. Participants understand.
Can you guys hear
that
this?
are never on purpose at
I will.
Bikini
Okay,
Manor,
stop.
and
Now,
participant
stop.
is fully aware of the risk
No, we're
and
good.
takes full
You're tripping on it.
responsibility.
Christina, do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
What did it say?
You guys, can you
Summarize for
guys
me.
hear right now what
Yeah, I'll
they're talking,
summarize it.
what
We
they're
can
saying, right?
physically abuse you.
Summarize
Smile
for
again.
me.
Smile again. Smile again.
Summarize it for me.
I can physically abuse you.
No.
Read it. Read 17.
Do you hear what they're
Christina, read
saying?
it.
That they can physically abuse you and having them sign a form. And
physical or psychological
man, I
abuse
can't.
participants' time at
Just watch.
Participants
Louder.
verifies that they understand all risks associated with McKinney Manor and that participants freely accept all
And
risks involved with McKinney Manor.
They say
agree
that
to
they'll
that?
give you $20,000
Christina,
if you make
read
it
number
through
19.
this.
Get that out of your mouth, Christina. What are you doing? Hurry up. Loud.
Participants fully understands that they
Oh,
are
it
willing
gets worse.
participants in
Watch.
McKinney Manor, and no one has forced participants in any way to partake
Listen,
in this
all of you.
tour. This is something that participants insisted upon on doing even with all the risks that are involved.
Participants fully understand and agrees that once participants enter McKinney
Just
Manor,
watch.
no
We're gonna fast
liquidity
forward through it
unless
a
a
little
serious
bit.
physical or
I could
psychological
not
injury is
believe
present.
that
What does that mean?
they got
Listen to
people
me now.
that
This is
are
important. And you
actually
can hear this a few
doing
times
this.
in here.
Ignorant.
This means that when it gets to the point that you're
Look
saying
at how
you want
he's
out,
holding her
it's
head.
going to happen.
Look at this.
You're going to tell me you want out. Some sooner than others. I'm afraid you're going to want out very
Look at this.
soon, Christina.
No,
Do you want me to let you out when you say I'm done?
no, sir.
Say it louder.
Huh? How come
No,
the
sir.
cops
So
don't
when you're
go
begging
sit
and
down on
screaming
this?
for mercy and you want
And
out
I'm
of
hearing
McKinney
that
Manor,
they're
what do I
everywhere.
do?
They're popping up.
You want me to
everywhere
let you
throughout
go?
the United States.
Won't be here in California.
Together. If you guys
There
can't
is
play
one
together,
here
we're going to have
in
a problem.
California.
Read it. Start over. Start over. Start
San
over.
Luis Obispo, and
Start
there's
over.
one
Keep
in
it quiet. Keep it
Nevada,
quiet.
Las
Start over.
Vegas.
Participants fully understands, agrees that being scared, having a panic attack, etc., does not have a serious injury.
You
These
understand that?
places are
Yep.
popping
It's going to
up
happen, isn't it?
everywhere.
Continue the tour.
Stop reading. Sit together.
This ain't got nothing to do with being haunted. I actually thought, okay, what is this? When I was looking up
Give me more.
I don't care about no situation.
houses and
Continue to
stuff
read
like
on. Let's
that,
go.
and then this
Read on.
popped up.
Participant agrees that
And I'm like, wait a minute, what is
no matter
this?
what the participant
But you guys,
At any time of their panic state of mind.
Read it,
be
Christina.
warned
You better learn to
that
figure out
these
where
Come
you
on,
places
Christina.
are
Help her
popping
out.
up
Help her out. Show her where she's at.
everywhere.
everybody out.
23.
Spencer, help her. She's your partner. Help her.
Participant fully understands and agrees that there is no quitting until the staff of NM stops the
Okay,
show
we're gonna
due to
shut
completion
it
of
off
the
there. If you guys want to go back and find that, feel free to do so. But be warned that these places are popping up everywhere. And according to the owner, you got to be over 18. And I'm like, what is up with this? How are these people going to allow? And the cops don't shut it down. Okay. What'd you say? Where? Yes. Okay, so Gail Thornberry, I see your messages about helicopters or airplanes or something like that going to the
No.
Silver Saddle. Yeah, she put
Adoption
that up there
vans.
on top too.
CPS adoption vans and the block fence and private hangars for the
Yep.
rich.
So fair warning, guys. This is a channel to bring awareness. You guys keep your eyes open in your community. If a place like that pops up, you guys please report that place, because those places are popping up everywhere where they are torturing people here in the United States, and they're getting away with it with a waiver form. All right, guys. So now is that time for the live feed call-ins. You guys, please feel free to call on in at 661-299-7521. Bam. There's the phone number. Yes, he is, Miss Deborah. The devil is alive and well.
He's working overtime all the time.
Yeah. As soon as we get through with our live feed call-ins, I will go into what happened today at court. Did you want to touch on any more of those numbers, or
Well,
anything else you want to touch on?
We can. I mean, we know the numbers are extremely high for Kern County. You know, Kern County is a very large area also.
Right.
And, you know, I know A lot of people have said, hey, shut down DCFS, CPS. That's not a fix. What they need to do is they need to go through and they need to actually have teams of people that overlook all the cases. Okay. And all their job should be is to overlook the cases and even go out and do inspections of the houses after other DCFS.
Surely.
Right. Hold on. Hey, go ahead. You are live.
Oh, hi. My name is Sterling, and I just started watching your channel.
Hey, how are you?
And hey, I'm doing all right. I hope you are.
I am too, man. Thank you.
Well, cool. Yeah. So, I haven't really formed an opinion yet because, like I said, I'm kind of new to your channel.
Okay.
And I guess I got into it with this whole, what's the name, Orson West.
Right.
And, I saw some of your work, not all of it, so I haven't really formed my whole opinion yet. But I guess my question was, respectfully, if it turns out that the parents, Jacqueline and what's his name?
Frizzell?
Yeah. If it turns out that they're, innocent, I'm just wondering, what you would do, what you would say, or how you would feel.
Well,
we will cover it with the truth.
Yep.
On AV News Crew, I'm with AV News Crew, and we've been working together for a while now, and we're actually basically going by facts. That's why a lot of people get mad, because sometimes you don't have the updates you want to hear. But if it came out that they're innocent, they're innocent. But if they come out that they're guilty, they're guilty, and anybody that knew what happened or was involved or tried covering it, they need to be prosecuted. What else could you ask for?
Right. Me, myself, if something came out like that, bro, that they are innocent, they had nothing to do with it at all, then I would sincerely apologize to that whole family, and I would most likely remove those videos off of YouTube. I don't feel at all that they are innocent, man. They're not acting like folks that are innocent. Not one time. You have children? You have kids?
Oh, no, I don't, actually.
You have like a niece, nephew, anything like that?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got nieces.
So something happens to one of them and they just vanish. Boom, gone. And you're doing everything you can not to look for your niece and your nephew. What are folks supposed to think? Like you're not going out at all to do nothing. You're not trying to do nothing. It's like you just don't give a damn what happened to them. You get what I'm saying? So that's
right.
That's pretty much where we're at now. And we're not the only ones. It's a lot of people that are there wanting to know, like, yo, what's really going on here? How come you guys are not even out there looking for them at all? But I appreciate your question, man. Thank you.
But the facts.
Your channel. Thank you.
Yeah.
Some of the facts,
have a good day,
though.
brother.
Some of the facts in regards to it out there is the chief said it was suspicious, foul play. The CSI from Bakersfield, the CSI detective that was there, also stated, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't a crime scene.
That's right.
Okay, so
the West
House on
he did say that
Cal City,
that he would not be there if it wasn't.
She said
that's right. That's right. Yeah.
And that was, you can go back. You would have to go back and go through my videos. I'm not going to go dig them up. Sorry, folks. But you'll see where the band's actually in there. And she does state that is actually a crime scene area there. Otherwise, they would not be there. They would not be there looking for all the evidence. And there was one night where there's also video where the whole in front of the house, the field next to it, and down about one other house down to neighbor Mike's house,
right,
was all taped off with crime scene tape, and they had the flashers out there, they had FBI out there, they had CSI out there, and they were in the backyard digging up a lot.
Hey, Gail, why don't you call us? Call the number, Gail. That way you could put that information out. 661-299-7521. If anybody else wants to call in, now is your chance. But yeah, you're right. They did call it a crime scene.
Yes, multiple times they have. You know, and now remember, they told us we could go on the front driveway. Just stay out of the backyard and stay out of the home in the garage.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now it's stay off of the property.
Right.
And well, here's the thing too. You know, I mean, okay, myself, all right, I've spoken with Jamal Watkins before. Okay. I've been threatened with the FBI. I've been told this, I've been told that. I've asked him questions.
If you guys are just tuning in, that is Matt from AV News Crew that you hear talking right now.
And I mean, that man has a lot of pull. Okay. He's high up the Democratic Party. He's one of the VPs of NAACP. He's been on plenty of news, large media outlets. Why couldn't you do that?
Got a call from Tennessee. Hey, go ahead. You are live.
Yeah, how you doing, Ivy and Matt?
Good,
Okay,
thank you. How are you?
I just want to know why is these people ain't been like. I have never seen no case like this before in my life. When it comes to kids, that the foster parents that was involved, that they came up missing, ain't nothing happening to them.
Well,
And I just been sitting up here wondering why they just disappeared in the
Yes,
police
Faith.
and everybody letting them disappear. I want to know that question.
Right.
That's the question I have.
I think all of us want to know that.
well,
Because how you gonna just disappear and y'all allowing this? Do
Right.
you, as you should tend to the chief, the people that own the thing? What's going on? This don't make no sense.
You're right.
see, in regards to how they disappeared, okay. See, my
Yeah, and they
thing is-
disappeared. Okay.
My thing is
I'm listening to that.
I say that, okay, it was reported that they supposedly disappeared on December 21st, 2020. Okay, supposedly. I don't believe that's the day they
Phone
disappeared.
number is on the bottom of the screen.
Don't
Miss
nobody
Susan.
believe it.
I don't believe that. And I mean, we all want somebody arrested. We all want the boys back now. But
But ain't it
you
so
have-
crazy that these foster parents is out here doing what they want to do, and they telling folks, well, we think the bio parents got them. And they looking at the bio parents, but what about the people that had them that they came up missing and they care? Why are y'all not searching these folks? Got them in, they them separated, got them locked up for something. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life.
I think that if they were to separate Frizzell and Jacqueline from each
Me too.
other, somebody's gonna break.
I think she's scared.
That's what I said.
You know,
That's what I said. They need
And
to
why
separate them
and why
from
aren't they
something.
doing that? Listen, guys, if you're asking for the phone number is on the bottom of the screen, scrolling to the left. 661-299-7521. Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry about that.
See,
But ain't it, don't y'all see how crazy this is that these two kids come up missing and foster parents, and these folks walking around and ain't nothing happening to these people?
but
I
here's
know.
This
here's
is
what
crazy.
here's what you got to look at also. You know, you got to
Freckle
look at both
Joy.
sides. You know, we want them locked up now, but here's a
Yeah.
question. Do you want them locked up today and out in 6 months or 9 months because of a bad
but
trial?
see, that's
or do you want them to be prosecuted and convicted and everybody involved sent to prison?
You right, Matt, but the baby's been gone for so long. I'm desperate right now.
But
I want them to lock them up for anything.
but if you,
That
but then if you lock
But
them up
see,
for
if-
one thing,
if
I
they
need them to be
do-
behind bars for
yeah, but
something.
if they double jeopardy.
hell yes. You can be
But
looking
Yeah,
at
because
double
you know
jeopardy.
they done hid. They done did everything they need to do. These folks got big people involved, like I told you before.
Okay,
It's
here,
a whole
yeah,
lot of
there's
people.
something.
So it's gonna be hard for us
Okay.
to convict.
here's a
So
simple
and
explanation.
them folks, it's gonna be hard because they got too many people behind them and
Okay.
high places. So right now, I want them to go to jail for anything.
Okay, but here's a simple explanation for part of that.
Hey,
okay?
you guys, show Freckle Joy some love. Freckle Joy, welcome to the family.
Give it 1 second. Okay, so anyways, if you think about it and you go into the fact of, all right, so they get arrested for child neglect. Okay.
Yeah.
Say they even get arrested for felony child neglect.
Yeah.
Okay. You go in for child neglect, you get prosecuted on that, but your attorney works a deal and you wind up with a misdemeanor child neglect because they don't have
You right.
you wind up with a misdemeanor child neglect because they don't have
But you got
concrete
Okay,
evidence. Then
you right, but they came up missing up in their chest, so that's enough concrete evidence.
no,
and their
it's,
story don't make no sense.
no, it's not because
So they need to look at that when it comes to church.
yeah, but here's what you got to look at. Okay, everyone says yeah they came up missing. Yeah, that's correct, but
Mhm.
you have to be able to prove that they had something to do with
Right.
their disappearance. You if you arrest them and you arrest them for even if you went in and you arrested them for murder, okay, they take that to trial. It's got to go in front of a jury. You have to show concrete evidence. If you go in with anything, if you go in with circumstantial evidence, I'm gonna tell you, circumstantial evidence, an individual can fight a case and get off.
Yes, you're right, but they got so many people behind them
They have
that it's
a lot
gonna
of
be
power.
hard for us to get them the right way that we want to get them. So that's why I say I'm desperate for anything.
Yeah.
I want them to get them for anything because they got too many people riding with them. Like I said, I want to talk to Roe and the family. I know a man named Sean Her, West Memphis. If he don't know, he can't go up outside. He knows somebody that can. He got my kids back over the phone.
But here's the thing: would you? I
Really?
mean, seriously, would you?
Yes, and they was in CPS custody. He went up against over the telephone. He didn't even have to go to court with me. When they heard his name, he would ask. They said, "You got to talk to my lawyer," and he said, "I ain't got to go to court with you." And I went to court and got my kids back. They were scared of his name.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, it's truly. I mean, it's truly disgusting, and it's truly sad of where we're at with this case because of the fact that it's been so long. But
Too long.
the sad part is here. I'll give you a little touch on something. You can look it up. I think it was 1998. Deputy Ajay
Oh, you
in
bring up
Palmdale,
deputy.
California. Okay,
Yeah, Ajay.
he's missing. Okay, they say he committed suicide. Okay, but here's the thing: if somebody commits suicide, you find a body, correct?
That's what I was saying to you.
There's I know, but there's no body. But this is
Listen,
basically
okay,
the
guys.
last thing. You can't really get a murder
Let's-
conviction without a body.
Let's bring up. Okay, you guys
You're
could
right.
Google. You guys could look this up. Here, give me a second. Hey, thank you for calling in, caller. I appreciate you. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you for calling in.
We're going to talk about this now.
Okay, bye-bye. Okay, guys, Deputy OJ or Ajay.
Okay.
You guys could look this up. Okay? If the Los Angeles Sheriff's Department is willing to rule their own as a suicide without finding nobody at all.
That's all they could do.
No, they did that for people want to keep looking into it because nobody wants to be embarrassed over a suicide. So that's why they did that. They ruled them as a suicide without nobody. There was no body whatsoever. They never found his body. His body was never found. And then the detective that looked into him, Matt, you ready?
Yeah.
The detective that looked into the OJ case, he got too close to finding out what really happened to Deputy OJ. And guess what happened to him? They fired him. He was terminated. And there is a case that you can look up online. He took the sheriff's LA County to court and he sued the dog hell out of him and he won $4 million. That's what he walked away with. I think it was like 7 million, but he walked away with 4. So listen, if they're willing to do it to their own, I mean, how far are they going to go to really look into one of us? Like the boys, how long do you think they're going to look for them? Do you think they're out there like we are? Nope. Nope, they're not. They're up in that AC, that air conditioning up at the freaking BPD. And they go out every once in a while and go chit chat with people, but they're not out there the way we are, Matt, or other people.
No.
So that's always something to think about, though. What are they doing?
That we don't know. You know, hey, and no. I mean, it's not to say that it's definitely, I'm not saying that they're not doing anything in regards to cases, because
Bruce, what's up?
As with every business, every entity, there's good and there's bad. But it's
bingo.
Oh my. You have spots that you have to be very, very careful with.
Hold on, guys. We got a call coming in. Go ahead, caller. You are live.
Hello there. How are you guys doing?
Good. Thank you. How are you?
Not bad. Appreciate all the work you guys are doing, especially in this heat. Super hot down here in Southern California, and I really appreciate everything you guys are doing to try to find these boys. I'm in Santa Clarita. I follow on your story a lot, and I know a lot of people from outside of our community, our state, our county. They just really don't understand, I think, the politics that are involved. I just listened to that lady, how much passion she had, about, pick up the parents and throw the book at them. And the thing is you've got to let the wheels of justice turn. And I think a lot of people forget about that. They forget about the fact that, they've got to have good evidence in order to make a case stick. And if there isn't good evidence and they're just picking them up on, little minor things, that could really waste everybody's time. And I think a lot of people are forgetting about that.
Right.
And, it's, and I think, what's in the back of my mind and why I keep getting drawn back to this case are the 2 little boys that actually were in Palmdale that were killed by their
Anthony and Gabriel,
parents.
right?
And
Anthony, Gabriel, Noah.
What's that?
Anthony, Gabriel, and Noah.
3 boys.
They're 2 little. It's and those folks, thankfully got the book thrown at them. But with this particular case, you've got 2 missing boys, and it's really hard to prove a case when you've got missing kids. And I think that's why law enforcement and I think we're all really very frustrated about this case, because there is no evidence. There is nothing linking anybody to anything, and it almost kind of seems like the perfect crime, if you will. And it's frustrating for everybody, and I can hear the passion in people's voice when they call in. And I don't know. I get it. I understand everybody's really passionate about this case and they're frustrated. And I just want to give my thanks to you guys for all the work you're doing. I kind of jumped down a rabbit hole about all the drama that's been going on, and I really don't care about all that stuff.
It's pretty stupid.
Because you guys are doing the right thing, and you're doing right by them, and really trying to make this thing, stay in the media, stay in the forefront of people's minds.
Right.
And that's what's important. And I we see too much things on television about, they pull them in and they question them in different rooms, and one of them cracks and the other, it's people have a false sense of how all that works. And, I'm not in law enforcement. I'm not, but I do follow a lot of true crime stories. I watch interrogations. I watch all of those things.
Right.
And it's not television. It's real stuff.
Right.
And, I get people's frustration though, about there's been nothing, happening with this case. And it's
right.
I think everybody's on the same page. I think we're all frustrated,
Yep. Absolutely.
And I just wanted to, I guess, I've never been on one of your lives. I've never called in or anything like that, but I just wanted to let you know that you've got my support. I think you're on the right track. You do good things. I've watched you go out to the lady in the desert in the trailer who's, by herself, and you take her food, and that just really shows the kind of person you are. And I just really appreciate everything you're doing. And
I appreciate
keep
you.
your chin up. Don't let the haters, get to you. It's probably easy to do, but who knows? Maybe I'll end up going out there and searching, and one day running into you. Because I'm in Santa Clarita, so it's
you're right.
far away,
You're right down the street. Yeah, that'd be awesome.
When people hate on us, what that means is we're doing something right.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the right attitude to have, my friend. So just thanks a lot, you guys, for everything you're doing. And,
I appreciate you.
I hear everybody's frustration that's calling in. It's palpable. And I hear your frustration. It's palpable. And unfortunately, we've got to let the wheels of justice turn. And, shoot, they just solved a murder in San Luis Obispo, a college girl.
Yeah, I know. I was actually speaking to one of the guys that was working on that case. It's been over 20 years or something like that.
Yes,
yep.
Exactly. And they broke that case wide open. So there's hope, and as long as we just keep the boys, in everybody's mind, and somebody said, well, the billboard in Kansas doesn't do any good. Well, you know what? The billboard for Kristen Smart has been in San Luis Obispo County for over 20 years.
Yep. Right.
And it's like, you know what? Whatever it's going to take. Whatever it's going to take.
And
so,
do you know what? There is a lot of stuff behind that case. I have all the documents. I have all the paperwork. One of the investigators sent me everything. And there's a lot behind that case. A lot of cover-up stuff that was going on out that way. But thankfully they did solve it. Yeah.
Was she talking about? Were you actually
Smart?
And I mean, just on a personal note, I don't know, but that little community thing that's North Cal City, and I can't remember the name of that spring, whatever. What is that place?
Saddle Ranch. You're talking about Saddle Ranch?
Yeah, that place just seems sketchy. I don't know. There's something sketchy about that place. I don't know. I got a feeling about it, and I just wish more people could get access to that area or something. It just seems something's off about it. That's just my personal opinion.
Right.
The two children that you were talking about in the beginning, were you talking about the one where the father actually decapitated his two of his children in Lancaster?
No, it's the little boy who the mom's name is Perla.
Oh,
I cannot remember the.
Yeah, that's what you're talking about, Gabriel.
Name.
Perla, Gabriel. Talking about Gabriel. Yeah.
Yes, Gabriel Fernandez. Thank you. I appreciate that.
You're welcome.
Those kids were tortured.
Hey, Faith, if you want to call
that was horrendous.
Yeah.
And so that's why when people talk about CPS and all, look, there were 4 people on his case that should have been, really called in on the carpet. And if you watch the documentary, there is a documentary on it. I would caution people because you'll get very invested and emotional, but it really opens your eyes to how CPS works and how short-handed they are and what they have to do to just make ends meet, just to try to do their job. I'm not excusing their behavior at all.
I know how CPS is, DCFS, because I've been dealing with them for many, many moons. Okay. And, you know, I mean, there's a lot of parents that should not have their children. There's also a lot of adoptive foster parents that should not have children, including their own. But I mean, prime example is for the beginning of December of 2020 was in Lancaster, where the guy was a trainer. And I don't know if you guys know much about that one. Well, he cut off his son's head and his daughter's head and actually put their heads in little dog carriers.
Yeah, I know. I remember that.
And
sick. Right here in Lancaster.
Oh, yeah, I didn't remember. I've not heard of that one.
Yeah, and told the other children that if you're the same way, you'll be next.
Yeah, it happened in Lancaster.
And made them look at the bodies and look at the heads of their siblings.
Yeah, that's sick.
And this is a guy that was supposed to be Mr. Lovable and blah, 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 blah. No, he wasn't Mr. Lovable.
Yeah.
And that was biological father, not
biological father. Biological father.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well,
and
all you got to do is turn on YouTube. You can see all kinds of cases. I mean, the parents who, had, they put their kid in a freaking milk crate and stuck them down a well. I mean, you got to wonder. We get driver's licenses to drive cars, but we have nothing, and people pop kids out, and they are just not equipped to deal with them.
And this guy,
and it's sad.
This guy literally was at the same time that the Cal City boys supposedly went missing. This guy was just, being charged on all his crimes.
Well, I sure hope it doesn't take no 20 years for the boys.
I went directly from covering the one where the guy decapitated his children to the next big one was the Cal City boys. And you wonder what really, truly happened,
Well, I appreciate you. Thank you for
not
calling
right.
in. I got to make room for a couple other callers.
No worries. I appreciate it. My name's Shauna. It's great to meet you guys.
Shauna, nice to meet you.
You have a blessed day.
All right.
Okay, thank you.
Take care, you guys.
You too.
Bye-bye.
Hey, Faith, go ahead. Faith is going to call in and educate. She is going to educate. Educate.
In regards to
these. That was going to do it. Faith, come on, Faith. Faithola. Stronger than Coca-Cola.
Yeah, Mr. and Mrs. Williams. That story, I mean, I was there that morning. I was actually, man. The original call on that story.
All right, Faith, you are live. You gotta turn down your TV or whatever that is in the background. It's gonna be an echo rookie.
Is that better?
Let me see. Yeah, it's better. Go ahead. You good?
Okay, yeah, I can hear. All right. With postpartum depression and postpartum psychosis, there are two things. Postpartum depression is the beginning stages of postpartum psychosis. When you go into postpartum psychosis, though, that is when you start hallucinating and seeing things. And that's where women start killing their children and doing all that kind of weird stuff. I actually had postpartum depression. Luckily that for me, my family saw it. So I was able to get the help I needed. Not everybody is able to get that help. The way that you see these things, they start crying. They start freaking out. They think that the baby doesn't love them. And that's why women start going after the baby. They even think that the devil's trying to possess their children. And it's one of those hard things that because most women are hidden when they are in that state, that nobody realizes that it's not just depression. It is actually all of our hormones are going crazy, and it's unbelievable. Because I'm telling you, I lost it with my second child because she was early, and I freaked out because she wasn't breastfeeding. She wasn't doing all the stuff she was supposed to do. Well, she was also born early. She was a premature, but I wasn't getting that, and I was freaking out. And it took a lot to get me back to normalcy and understand that it was okay to lose my brain for a little bit because I wasn't even sleeping. I was up with her for like 3 months straight.
Right.
So when you're lacking sleep, your hormones are going crazy. Of course, you're going to lose your brain. Yeah. That's what postpartum depression is.
Now, postpartum psychosis is when you're sitting there and you're hearing God telling you, if you believe in God, or the devil, either way, telling you that your child should not live. You're better off. You guys are better off.
That's no way. That is God saying that.
But what percentile of the murders by women actually is covered by this?
Hey, Faith, can you turn down your TV a little bit or whatever you're watching? There's the podcast on.
Maybe hold on. It might be the. I thought I turned it off. Hold on. It might be that. Is that better?
Yeah. So.
Okay, it was the YouTube. It was done.
So seriously, what percentile?
Matt has a question for you.
I thought I exited it out. Okay, go ahead, Matt.
So what percentage of the murders of the children by women do you think are covered under that?
They're still an echo.
See, that's the problem. Am I really? That is so bizarre.
Just go ahead.
Better?
Yeah. Yeah, we're just going to run with it.
I think because it's not diagnosed as often as it should be, probably about, I would say at least 60%, in my opinion. Also, you got to also remember, did they have depression before? Are they bipolar? Do they have schizophrenia? All this stuff matters. Because if they already have a chemical imbalance in their head, it's going to get worse.
So,
does that make sense?
So, so that's kind of like bringing in menopause into the equation.
Oh, don't even start that, dude, because I just started menopause. It ain't nothing like that.
No. Oh, hey. No, hey, you know what? Let me enlighten you on something, though, because you're saying don't start about menopause, okay? Menopause does have many different effects on the body, on the brain, everywhere. But menopause is just not on women. Look it up. It's actually men also. Men go through a menopause also.
Right.
What are you talking?
Seriously, truthfully. I'm not kidding. Dude. But most of a very large amount
they got man ponds.
The neglect and murders on children and so forth is usually in lines with drug use, alcohol use, and so forth down the line. I don't talk about it a lot, but I've got about 300 classes under my belt in regards to children with DCFS and D rate, F rate, menopause, and so forth. And I mean, I there's so many different reasons, but it's not an excuse for killing your children.
No.
I have never heard.
I totally agree. I'm just clearing the fact that people were trying to figure it out.
Have you guys ever heard of that? What?
Heard of what?
A man having menopause.
Yes. You know your testosterone level, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now you're talking to somebody that actually been in the medical field. That is part of the menopause. When you start your testosterone lowers, you're going into menopause.
Mm.
Okay. We don't call it that. Because you guys don't want to hear that.
Okay.
It's a true thing. People.
What side are you on here, Matt? Huh? Aren't you a guy or what? You're a guy, right? You're a man?
No, man.
You got a leaking. He has a leaking butt crack.
It's not wet today.
A man pond. Matt needs a man pond, everyone. No, I'm just joking. All right.
Well, it's just like when you guys get emotional.
Yeah,
it's part of the PMS system.
Mm.
We become assholes.
You just don't bleed. We do.
That's all. Oh, okay.
Excuse my French, but we become assholes.
Does that make sense now?
Oh, okay, yeah.
I mean,
all righty, Faith.
But yeah, Matt, you were saying about the DCS. You said that a lot of
the man pond,
right? Mainly drug use. Did you know that
a lot of drugs and alcohol?
Okay, and a lot of that when a woman who had stopped using alcohol, drugs, or any type of medication as well, that causes postpartum depression too.
So, but what that does is that brings it down to, you know, if we link everything together, everything is a cause.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But
what I'm saying, I honestly
Midlife
don't
crisis.
believe that if you're mentally ill, so like that you should get away with it. I'm not one of those people, because I'm one of those that, and fully agree, if you can think and you can comprehend after you get on your meds, then you are at fault too. I am bipolar, so I take my fault to the line. So I get it. And I did have CPS called on me because I was crazy. But you know what? I cleaned up and I got my kids back. That's the type of people we should be.
Hey.
You know what I mean?
You know, as a foster parent, I had CPS called on me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, somebody stating that I was slamming heroin. I've never done heroin a day in my life. But they have to act on any report they get. They're supposed to act on any report they receive.
Exactly.
You know, but it doesn't, you know, the results are not always the same. They're always going to be different. Every case is different. You know, every person's different. And trust me, I've seen, I'm going to say probably 60 to 70% of the foster parents I've seen in a lot of the classes need to take parenting classes.
Oh my God.
I think everybody should, honestly, because that way you get
Yeah.
Brand new parents
That
don't know what they're doing.
I feel kind of funny.
My
the midlife crisis sounds a little bit better.
My 3 rosebuds.
Telling a man that he has PMS, like that's a little over the top.
It's honestly called menopause for a man. It's not. I know it was called midlife crisis for a long time. I've already passed through that. I'm old.
Oh, okay. All right, Faith. Thank you for calling in and clearing it up. Appreciate you. All righty. All righty. All right, guys. So yeah, I can't wrap my head around that, but here we are. If anybody else wants to call in, please feel free to do so now. I will go ahead. We have about another, I want to say about 3 days, maybe 4 days, and then we are going to be getting some of those soil sample results back in. So as soon as we get that, you guys are going to know immediately. How come? What is this I hear? I hear another echo. Yeah, you guys will know immediately. Now, today went very well. I ended up getting, well, maybe one day I'll show you guys. So a while back on my old channel was just called AV.WATCHMEN. It didn't have the United We Stand behind it. And as a matter of fact, I was just now able to get back into that old account just today. Now, over there on that channel, I was doing what was called First Amendment auditing. And then I ended up getting connected with the ACLU. Now, a lot of people, you know, started complaining about the ACLU, saying that they're not, that's what we're talking about right now, Rose. Yeah.
The ACLU has changed.
Right. So a lot of people said that, you know, they've changed and they're doing this or doing that for all the wrong reasons. So when I got involved with the ACLU, I had these high expectations of, well, you know what, maybe we could bring it back to how it was and start helping people. Well, a case came in involving a deputy out of Santa Clarita that was under investigation for use of force on pretty much everyone that he pulled over, any traffic stops or anything like that. So we went out, we conducted what was called a First Amendment audit on the Santa Clarita Sheriff's Department. And the Sheriff's Department itself, they actually passed. Okay, they didn't violate, you know, your rights to public photography. They might not have wanted to stand there and talk to us, but they did. Later on in the evening, we ended up going out towards another location called Pitches Detention Center. It's a county jail. And I was already told that that deputy would be en route with another inmate that he was going to bring up there. So basically, just want to get a few pictures of this guy and some video. And guess what? Now, I need you guys to keep something in mind here. There are thousands of people every single year that try to go visit their family members in the county jail, and they are denied access to get in. Why? Because years ago, they might have had something on their record. Yes. They might have picked up a felony charge. It could have been anything. So they'll get to the county jail, they'll get there, they'll walk inside, actually walk on the property, walk through the doors, and then they're told, you can't be here, you got to go, you got to take off. Okay? I can tell you a story about that. Let me tell you guys what happened to me. So years ago, when I was young, you know, I was dumb. I made a lot of wrong choices, hung around with the wrong people. And that's why my heart is the way it is today, because I've learned from those mistakes, and I've allowed Christ to come within my heart. And he's the only one that has humbled me to the point where I have gotten to. Do I get upset at times? Yes, I do. But let me tell you guys what happened. So we're out there taking pictures and video, and the cop that I didn't actually know it was him until he passed us. We were on the bridge. A friend of mine was actually over the bridge all the way onto the property. And this deputy pulled over and got out the vehicle and started talking crazy to a friend of mine, Jose, SGV News First. And so Jose, he stood there and started, you know, talking it right back to him. Long story short, this cop decided to try to find out who SGV was, who Jose was. And in the process of trying to find out who Jose was, he found me instead. And he's seen, oh, well, this guy has been to prison. He got into a fight years ago, which landed him in prison. And guess what he did? They decided to hit me with something, Penal Code 4571. Something that all these other people that go to the county jail to visit their loved ones, they just get told, you can't come back, you know, just leave. With me, they bypassed all of that. They went all the way back to 2001 and said, wait a minute, look, this guy got into a fight and this guy got beat up. I mean, the guy was a lot bigger than me, whatever, but I still got into a fight. I still went to prison for it. And guess what they hit me with? Being an ex-felon near
a facility,
a county jail facility.
Yep.
Near, not, that's what it says in the paperwork. Near. It doesn't say on the property. It doesn't say none of that. It says near. And guess what they did to me in court? So I ended up getting a lawyer, a dump truck. I was better off keeping a public defender. I just got into talking about that right now, Jennifer. So we paid for this attorney, and this attorney wanted more money. More money, more money, more money, more money. They got money, but they wanted more money. Okay. The courts, when I had that attorney, they said, well, we'll just give him a misdemeanor. It'd just be like a warning, right? But because I could not produce the stupid money that this lawyer wanted, more money, right? Just got done giving him money, but yet he wanted more money. You know what he did? You know what he did? He threw me to the wolves. They walked into court and they told the judge, we can no longer represent him. The judge said, why? And they said financial reasons or something like that. The judge said, that's no reason to walk away from your client. And then all of a sudden, well, can we come up there and talk to you, Your Honor, at the bench? They walk up there, they turn their microphones off, they whisper, they start laughing, and then the judge dismisses them. And guess what happened? It went from a misdemeanor to a felony. Yeah, that is our court systems. So a person who is working with the ACLU, who was getting my counselor's degree and just about to get approved to get into the juvenile hall facilities to talk to the youth, it all went away because of that crap. And they wanted to dig up some old crap and say, well, you know what? He has to still be the same type of guy. Let's just go after him. Boom.
Yep.
And so now I'm on something that's called felony probation. Now, my probation officer, she knows what's up. She watches the videos. She knows everything that's going on. She's pretty much like a friend. Right? She knows I don't even deserve to be on it. She's always telling me that. I don't even know why you're here. I don't know why you're here. But in the process of that, it seems like one of the buzzards, the weirdos, both of them, started calling this probation officer on the phone, telling her some crazy stuff. Oh, Steve is into he's selling drugs. He's kidnapping children. He has kids hidden inside of his garage. He has stolen cars. Him and Matthew Wallace are involved with trafficking children. Okay? And so when my probation officer told me, can you believe that there's somebody that is calling up here saying all this craziness about you? I said, let me guess. Benjamin Lindsay. She goes, yep, that's exactly who it is. I said, are you kidding me? She was like, nope, I ain't kidding you. She's like, I got all the voice messages. You can have all of them. You can have every single message that he left. And so, yeah, it's not going to look good for you at all, Mr. Lindsay, if you're on here. I've heard them. I've seen everything. So yeah, guys, that's what happened today. And I will be off of this crap by December. It's crazy, man. I mean, you guys see what's going on. You guys have all been witnesses to what happened. It's just sick, man. It's sick. Well, hold on. I know a lot of people want me to feel a certain type of way about these people, but I cannot do that. I'm not that person who I used to be. I forgive you for doing all the stuff that you have done. Ben and Doug, I forgive you, but that doesn't mean I'm going to associate with you at all. It's not going to happen. I'm forgiving you for me, because I don't want to carry hatred or animosity or anything like that in my heart at all. You guys will not hear me bring it up again. So with that said, if any of you guys want to, Matt, did you want to touch on anything?
Oh, well, the part about going to a facility, I'll tell you what, I'll give you guys a little information on me. In April of 1989, I got arrested for drug charges. Okay. It took me 30 years to get it off my record. 30 years. And as Steve was saying, I went to go see a mutual friend of ours by the name of Mr. Right. Hutchinson. Okay. Oh, wow. And first thing I did was I went and I put money on his books. Okay. When I left there to go next door for the visitation, I, just felt, somebody following me. Right. Well, they did follow me. They went in the back door and then all of a sudden my name gets called out, and I go up to the counter and they said, Mr. Wallace, you need to get up. You need to leave our facility. Don't come back, because if you come back, you're going directly to prison.
No, they told you.
Because you are a convicted felon.
Hold on, Bruce. Hold on.
That is my only felony ever. It was a drug charge. Okay. But because of that, I was not allowed to go to any facilities. And take them serious if they tell you, folks, because they will lock you up right then that day.
Yeah.
And it is a serious
charge. At least you know what I'm talking about. They'll give you the chance to leave.
Yeah.
That's one reason why
I was
this
inside
cop,
the building. That's why.
Yeah, but see, that's why that cop was being investigated.
Yeah.
For abusing his power, and I've witnessed it. And we have Bruce. Bruce is on the line. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's going on, Steve? What's up, Matt? Hey, man.
Yo.
It's good to get you guys back together, man. You know, you guys are two of the best out there that give a dang about the kids, so about the boys.
Absolutely.
But Steve, I don't give one rat's ass about what people say, or I've dealt with the same thing when I was on probation.
Right.
People making up, calling up, doing every kind of stupid thing to try to get somebody in trouble. But I don't care what those people are doing, because eventually, when you do bad to people, it's going to come back to you.
Right.
But I'm happy about you two being back together.
Right.
It's good, because if there's anybody, and there's a bunch of good ones, okay? But this is your show, and Matt's there.
Right.
But if it's two guys that I think could find the kids, it'd be you two. And obviously Crenshaw and Rowe and them. But if it's two that I think could do it, it would be you two guys, man. And I believe that you guys have put in hard work since day one. You've dealt with a lot of, stupid drama that should have never been there. But, you guys have dealt with it pretty good. So
appreciate that, bro.
Just keep it up, man. Keep doing the good, man. And Matt, thank God, man. God was there, man, looking over you and the family, man.
Yes.
That accident, right?
Yeah, you know, and I mean, we're trying to find out what's actually going on with that, because we found out that those people are from Gulf, California. They're not even locals.
Oh my!
Really?
Oh wow!
Wow!
And it was
my man!
And it was actually it wasn't a Honda. It was actually, it came back to I think it was a 2003 Toyota Camry.
I don't know what happened, Bruce, but it just hung up. Yeah. There's somebody said they ain't never been broke up. They never broke up. Yeah, no. Me and Matt, we've never broke up. Ain't that right? Who's your daddy, Matt? Who's your daddy?
Hey, what you hear us doing right now, that's not all we do together. We feed people together.
Right.
We're involved in other things, and I've got other things that are in the works right now. Bruce. But I mean, we should be releasing some albums pretty soon.
Right.
Music albums.
Yep.
And no, it won't be my cranky old ass singing, because I too goddamn scratchy.
Matt has cowboy music. Cowboy. All right, guys. I do thank all you guys for being here. And we are still searching for the boys, searching for answers, and doing the best we can to get those answers. You guys keep in mind, if you are in California City, or if you're going to go to Cal City,
do not go on the property.
Do not go on the property.
Not even the front property.
Yeah. Not even the wall that's in the front.
That has changed.
Yeah.
But we are doing something else, folks, just to let y'all know. In conjunction with Sophia Elizabeth Foundation, Victory Outreach, of course, Watchmen will be involved, AV News Crew's involved. We're going to be collecting backpacks and school supplies and everything, so we could July 31st, so we can give out as many backpacks as we can. It'll probably be a few thousand to the locals here in the Antelope Valley. It'll be a big event at Victory Outreach. It always is. A lot of free games and different things for the kids. The kids actually get to pick out what backpack they want. They don't just go in line and get handed a backpack. So many kids get to go up to the area and they pick out their backpacks, and then, you know, they have their backpack with all their stuff in it. Well, hey.
Here, so Matt just brought that up about backpacks and everything like that. Plus, we are going to be we're going to be doing out, how should I say it? We're going to be doing a giveaway. We have a friend that lives out this way that makes these huge baskets with wax burners, incense, and I'm telling you now, it's not that cheap Walmart stuff. It's none of that stuff. I mean, this stuff is the bomb. The bomb. Pretty soon, I'm going to put up a picture, take a picture of it, and we're going to try to find a way how to make this happen. But Sophia Elizabeth Foundation, the backpacks, and what else?
We'll be doing food distributions pretty soon. Hopefully, in the next couple months, we get back to normal. After this pandemic, we will be back to where we will be actually serving, instead of at Jane Reynolds Park, we will be serving hot meals probably weekly at 4 Point Swap Meet, where we'll be able to feed anywhere from 300 to 500 people on the date that we do it. And when I say serve, you know, we serve. We set up a buffet. They walk through. We serve the food to them, but they get to pick what they want.
Okay.
And I mean, sometimes a meal can be 2 or 3 plates.
Right.
You know, and they can come back as long as there's enough. They can go right back through, you know, for seconds or thirds. You know, we just have to, you know, assign them to make sure. We just got to make sure everybody eats.
Right.
But we are going to be getting that back. I got to go pick up the shower trailer and get that cleaned up. We have a shower trailer where 7 people can shower at the same time, including one that is wheelchair accessible.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Yeah, it's in Lancaster.
Gail Thornberry. Wait, let me see. You're okay. We're talking about the ranch, right? Silver Saddle Ranch.
We will. I will
Vans,
watch it, Gail,
Gates, and jet planes. Where is this at? Can you show me a video?
I got a link.
You got a link?
Yeah.
Okay.
Gail, you sent me the link.
All right, we're gonna check this out because I've been hearing a lot of stuff going on out there at the Silver Saddle Ranch. Okay, so if you're just tuning in and you go towards the beginning of the video, there is going to be a video that pops up. You can fast forward it if you want, but it's just to bring awareness and to keep your eyes open for a place like this popping up around your location disguised as a haunted house. They use that name, haunted house, McCamey Manor. You guys can look that up. That is how they disguise it behind, oh, it's a haunted house, but it's actually a house of damn abuse and torture and everything else. And they're popping up everywhere. So you guys keep your eyes open for that. And that's going to be it pretty much with this live feed. I told you guys that if I got like 1,000 likes or something like that on that last video, we would start doing the live Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So that's what we're going to do. I was just a little late today because of that whole court situation, but we'll be back up again on Wednesday.
I will not be here every show, folks, but I will be popping in, of course.
What do you guys think? You guys, I have Rayshawn as well, so we got to work this out. Maybe Rayshawn could come one day, then you come the next. I don't know. However you.
Hello, Debbie Rose. How are you?
We'll figure something out, guys. But yep, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and thank you guys for all your continuous love and support. Thank you to every person that sent in a super chat. Whatever you guys send, well, you know, we're going to use it towards whatever we need to do with it, guys.
And as I always say, you know, God bless. God
God
bless
bless.
you all. Have a blessed day. And keep him as number one.
Yep, of course. Appreciate you guys. And we will see you soon. I'm going to check out that video, though.
I'm going to go
That
watch it
video
right now.
out there in California City. I'm going to look at it and check it out. We might even put it up on the channel. So you guys be looking out for it if I put it up. Most likely will. You found it or what? You found it? Or no? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, guys. That's going to be it. Okay. I'm out.